my friends. Welcome to God Focus this morning. The title of today's episode is Be Here Now. The enemy likes to take our smooth waters and make them stormy. He stirs things up to the point that we are hit with huge waves. Wave after wave beats against our boat. We often feel like the next big wave is going to capsize us. We are facing wave after wave of evil attack, but we have to be strong and keep our eyes on Jesus. We have to remember that Jesus walked on the water, which means he is higher than the storm. It is up to us to ask for him to pick us up in his arms, and then we will be above the storm too. Just because you're a child of God doesn't mean that there won't be bad times, but God will give us strength through those times. I want to share an article with you that my late husband wrote years ago for our newsletter. It is appropriate for what we are facing today. We cannot be overwhelmed by all the waves that are on the horizon. We have to face each one as it comes. The title of that article is Be Here Now. In a book by wilderness expert Tom Brown, he talks about a concept called Be Here Now. He relates the story of a man in a kayak. While paddling along the Alaskan coast, he encounters a storm. The waves are huge. They could easily capsize the small boat made of balsa wood and cloth. The waves also completely blocked his view of land. When he asked how he survived his trial, the man replied, "I just did one thing. I knew I had to be here now." The man went on to explain the large waves were coming, one right after the other. If he worried about the coming wave, he could not focus on the one he was dealing with at the moment. Once he got over that wave, he had no time to celebrate. If he did, the oncoming wave would send him to the bottom of the sea. This concept of be here now can also apply to our spiritual lives too. We often hold on to yesterday. The children of Israel had to gather manna every day. Yesterday's manna was not fit to eat, except for the Sabbath. Then the day before they would gather enough for 2 days. With this in mind, let me also say that yesterday's defeat should also stay in the past. Everybody stumbles in their walk. It doesn't matter how or why. The important thing is to get up and keep going. Psalms 37:24. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. Proverbs 24:16. For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. This is where Be Here Now comes into the picture. It means I'm not going to let the devil use my past to destroy my future. I will put my past failures under the blood of Christ. I will live today for Jesus. Remember, just like the kayak pilot on the storm-raged sea, we can't put the oncoming waves under us if we are focused on the problem behind us. Neither can we worry about how many waves are going to rise between ourselves and the safety of the shore. We have a daily walk with God. Luke 9:23. And he said unto them, If any man come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. Notice Jesus said to take up our cross daily. He didn't say take up your cross yesterday or tomorrow, but daily. Be here now can also mean taking advantage of every opportunity for service. How many times a day do we get a chance to witness or encourage our brother? Part of our daily duty is not to kill the wounded. It has been said the only army on earth that kills its wounded is the Christian army. There is no room for a pecking order in the family of God. Romans 15:1. We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak and not to please ourselves. Some battle chronic disease like arthritis, others battle a different demon like depression or addiction. If one falls in that battle, we are to have compassion. We are to tend to the wounds, not kick them out of the choir or some such thing. I'm not saying that we should just let anything go on without a second thought, but when a person is having a real battle, when they are really trying, we need to make certain we do not label that person a failure. As children of God, our words have power. Use that power to heal and not hurt. Isaiah 50:4. The Lord God hath given me the tongue of the learned, that I should know how to speak a word in season to him that is weary. He waketh morning by morning, he waketh mine ear to hear as the learned. 3 John 1:10. Wherefore, if I come, I will remember his deeds which he doeth, prating against us with malicious words, and not content therewith, neither doeth himself receive the brethren, and forbiddeth them that would, and casteth them out of the church. Remember the old quote, loose lips sink ships, or kayaks in this case. Don't use prayer requests as a form of gossip. 1 Peter 4:15. But let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's matters. Most of all, remember, life in this world is minute by minute, and that is all we have. So be here now. 2 Corinthians 6:2. For he saith, I have heard thee in a time accepted, and in the day of salvation have I secured thee. Behold, now is the acceptable time. Behold, now is the day of salvation. Think about when a storm comes and the clouds make everything dark. It's always a good feeling to see the sunlight penetrate through the clouds again. It gives us hope and knowledge that the storm has passed and we are going to walk into the light. It doesn't matter if we're in a storm or in the sunshine. It's always good advice to be here now. Thanks for watching. Until next time, be bold, be brave, and keep your God focus. Like, share, and subscribe for more encouragement. Have a wonderful weekend. Hello, just a quick reminder also that you have until May 25th at midnight Eastern Standard Time to register to win the God Focus gift pack that I talked about on episode 100 and celebrating the fact that I've completed 100 episodes. So log on that video, watch the beginning that tells you all the details of how to register, and good luck.